Hey YouTube, this is the Purple One. I'm going to bring you a short video. Appreciate all the new subscribers that have come over because of Boots on the Ground. But I need to do some prepping videos, and one I want to talk about is a lot of times I have given videos and instructions where the best place to defend your house is outside your house. When you're inside your house, you're limited on visibility. You have to go to a window. A window is a bullet magnet. A bad guy outside will probably, if he's trying to shoot you, will shoot you through the window. Now, I'm getting a lot of reports of crime in some people's neighborhood, and people are actually saying I'm hearing more gunshots at night. And those aren't good gunshots. Those aren't shots like in the country where guys are shooting and practicing and training. These are bad shots where you don't want to be around it. So, if you are in a place where your safety is in jeopardy right now, if you have a house or an apartment, take heavy objects that you have and put on the most likely avenue of people that would be rounds coming at you. So if you think people would be out here causing problems, typically the rounds will go through the front of your house. Then put some of your heavy objects, be it bookcases full of books, dressers with clothes, and anything is better than if you just had like a desk or something little up there, a computer table that just has a computer on it. So right now, if you can't move it because the layout of the room will be wrong or it will look funny or you just don't want it that way, come up with a plan so in case of trouble you can move your heaviest objects where you think bullets might be coming through the wall. Now if you live in an area where you have drive-by shootings and a lot of bad people, you might want to move that stuff now because crime is definitely increasing and rising. But I want to address a lot of people do not have a mag, do not have a group, don't have anybody except them, and it could be just an elderly couple. I've been talking to a lot of those people. Normally, I would say leave your house, defend your house. Typically, if you had two able-bodied people, you could put somebody on this corner of the house outside the building, you put somebody on this side of the corner, and you could really protect your house because this person can watch this way, and this person this way and this way. So you have a lot of coverage. Also, you're very mobile. If you need to relocate, if you're inside a house and you have to relocate and you're looking out a window, if you got to run to the other room, you have to leave the window. So right now I'm in the dark. I am blind. I have no eyes on the bad guy. And I'll have to run around and then find the next window and look through the window. That time could take precious time, and the bad guy can maneuver and do whatever he wants. And if he does maneuver and you think he's behind the car, he might have moved behind the tree because you were running. So typically, if you're an able-bodied person, you defend your house from outside your house. Now, most houses aren't made to be defended. Their bullets will go right through. Multiple layers of drywall, multiple 2x4s will go into your house through multiple walls. But let's say you're an elderly person, you're not mobile, you're not able to defend yourself from outside running around, and the place could be so chaotic you're trying to not be seen, praying they'll go to another house. So we got to do more than just pray. So if you have a house like that, start positioning your heaviest objects that you have in a way where it would help you protect yourself from bullets. This could be a home invasion. The more and more home invasions happen every day. So you might want to position it where you can get behind something and protect your doorway, return fire. So let's hypothetically say you're 75 years old and your wife is 74 years old. You're still in pretty good shape. You can run around a little bit in the house, but you're not going to do anything else. So you're going to have to wait for them to come to you. So the best thing to do is, let's see. Now I recommend definitely putting stuff on the outside wall because that's going to stop bullets. But you also need to put something inside because usually an elderly person is not going to be able to get to the front door quickly. If something happens, you could be surprised. If you have no mechanical way of warning you or some type of electronics, they could be at the front door. Urge you, look at your front door, upgrade it. If you can afford it, upgrade it. Call a locksmith, call a carpenter and say, hey, I want the best metal door I can get on this thing. I want the deadbolts to go way far into the jamb. I want to upgrade the jamb. I want some type of other bolt lock on it. Now is the time to do that. If you're staying in your place and you can't bug out, at least get your doors heavier duty. So if something happens, you need to be able to at least cover your door. You want to take care of the problem as it's coming through the door. You don't want the problem to get inside your door. So if you have a heavy, you got a lot of books, you might want to place some of the books right here in a shelf. So put a heavy duty shelf here. Now, put it on this side if you're left-handed, because that makes more sense, because that way you can reach over left-handedly and not expose the rest of your body. Especially if you haven't mastered having both hands can use your pistol is good. Most people don't do it. So if you're left-handed, put it on that side. That way you can reach around the door frame or get around the door frame and expose just as much as you have to. Pretty much an eyeball and a left hand. If you're right-handed, put your heavy-duty bookshelf right there. That way you can reach around with your right hand and defend your doorway. So you're going to sort of think of it as this is my Alamo. If I all by myself, how can I defend it? The best way to defend a home is outside the home. But you can't do it that way. You got no help. You might be a single person. Figure out how you could do it if they bust the door down. Okay, I can be over here. Now granted, if you're over here, guess what? You have no exit. You can't fall back anymore. If you fall back, you'd have to fall back across the open doorway, which is not advisable. So you might need to learn how to shoot left-handed. So from here, if they bust your door down, come in, and you're here, you can put some rounds into them to protect yourself. The nice thing about this is you're not going outside your house. There's a lot of states that have the castle doctrine that will allow you to go outside your house and protect your house. You don't have to back down. Some states you have to show that you're trying to get away from the threat. But here, if they come through your door, guess what? That is definitely a threat. You can deal with the threat. So, you position yourself here. You have something to stop bullets. I will go into how to enhance that bullet stopping ability. There's a lot of things you could do to make it where that's going to at least stop the bullet or slow it down. Now granted, it might not be able to stop everything from 30-06, but it might be able to stop 9mm double-aught buckshot, something more common. So if they come in your house, you engage them, you might cause some, you might actually hit somebody, which would be the good thing, and stop the flow of bad guys in your house. If you think you're going to be overrun, then just move back. So move here. Now if you're here, you're going to have to cross that deadly opening. You don't want to do that. But you can move back. Maybe you have an area right here. That's just the natural way the house is made, where you can take cover here. That way, you can engage the bad guy as he comes through. Then, if you have to, you can slip through here. Make it where he has to pay for every square inch of your property. Just don't let him get anything for free, but you need to start thinking, bad guys comes through my front door. Mentally, you have to prepare yourself. You have to walk through scenarios. What is going to happen? What will I do? And walk through those scenarios. Boom, 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 boom. If things get really, really bad, you might want to prop up you might have a shotgun here, you might have a pistol here, whatever it is. You might want to say, okay, I can drop the shotgun right there, so if I fall back to that position, I'll have another weapon. If you don't have small kids in the house, that's very doable. If you have small kids, you can't do that. But as we progress and more crime happens, you want to work on your security. The best bet is to have a place where you can get out. Let them have your house and fall back. But this is designed for 1 or 2 people. You could also have it for if you have a family. You might want to pick a place in your house that might be your library, your study, your office, where you can definitely have heavy objects around. So your kids and your wife can go to that location, put them in the room, have them shut the door, tell your wife, hey, I am not going to open the door and come running in. If someone does that, they're hostile. So you can then have a word to say or tell them, hey, it's me, it's me. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to open the door. Communicate, because people will be very stressed, especially if you don't do this every day. As a soldier, I did this every day, over and over, teaching guys doing this. So have a plan now. Today and this week is a plan to address stray bullets coming through my property from just active criminals. Or what am I going to do if I have a home invasion and someone tries to kick the door in? What am I going to have to do if there's a riot in my neighborhood? What's my plan? This is the time to mentally prepare to figure this out. And this is very doable. Rearranging your furniture can give you better ability to have bullets getting stopped. You don't want to have your heavy furniture in a place where it's not doing you any good. Move it now, relocate it, so you can protect yourself. So this is really just the start. There's so much else to tell you, and it's going to deal with a couple, an elderly couple, a single woman, a single guy, a mother with 3 kids. We're not going to be able to go outside and defend our property. We're going to have to button down. There's a lot of other problems with this, because if this thing starts on fire, if you do such a good job defending your property, who says they just won't try to burn you out? But let's address this first. You need to position your furniture in a way that it will help stop incoming rounds into your house. You also need to position heavy furniture and books in a position where you could use those as cover. You're not digging a foxhole in your house like you would do out in the woods, but use heavy objects to stop bullets. Thanks for watching.